to show you how to tear rice paper. Would you like that? So, first, take a piece of paper and fold it in half. Okay. Now, fold it in the opposite direction. Then, take a sponge with water and moisten the edge. Yeah, that looks great.
Thanks, Paul.
Now, open the paper back up and starting at the top, tear. Constructivism. Printmaking was invented a long time ago. It's a simple process and very elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think it's important to make something by hand?
I don't know, Paul. I don't often make things with my hands anymore.
You're kidding.
No,
What do you think is nice about something that someone made for you by hand?
well, it seems very unique.
Unique. Exactly. One of a kind.
Yes.
I like things that are one of a kind.
Yeah, me too.
Now, could you think of something you could use with these pieces of rice paper you've just torn?
Yes, I mean, I could make a letter to my mother.
Nice. Now, would you put it into your printing machine?
My printing machine.
What do they call that? It attaches to a computer?
A printer?
A printer. Could you put this in your printer?
Possibly, yes.
Yeah, maybe you could. But also, you might write on it with a pen or a pencil,
Yes.
and it would have a nice look to it.
Yes.
Fold one of your pieces again.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Now, fold it the other way. Oh, wait, you probably already know how to do that.
Yes.
Now, how would you tear that paper without me helping you?
By using the sponge and the water.
Yes.
Thank you. Makes it so much easier.
Beautifully done.
Thank
It's
you.
really nice. I'm going to do it as well.
Thank you.
So we started with one piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
How many do we have now?
4.
That's right. You have what we call in printmaking in addition.
Ooh.
One of the uses of printmaking is of making multiples of one thing. One, and then many.
From 1 I got 4.
From one you got 4.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Printmaking is a process where you take a relief surface,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a potato print, or in typography you have type, kind of like the Gutenberg Bible, the Gutenberg printing press.
Mm.
Why do you think the printing press was an important invention?
Well, it democratized the the, well, I don't know.
I think it democratized. You are an artist and a musician, and you need a source of income
Yes.
because art doesn't necessarily mean you'll make money.
Yes.
It's tied in with business.
Yes.
So, as much as you love poetry and art, you need to make money too.
Yes.
Printmaking is a cheap way to sell something valuable. Pretty good. Could you think of a way that you could use this technique I just taught you to make money?
Mm. Yes.
Overall, I liked my teaching video. I found that its strengths were that I spoke clearly and concisely. My student answered the questions in a way I wanted him to. I found that according to behavioral learning theories, I was incorporating praise for when my students successfully accomplished the tasks I wanted him to accomplish. I was using a form of modeling in the first section by showing him precisely how to tear rice paper. According to constructivist theories, I feel that we arrived at new concepts via dialogue, and that I usually posed questions and listened to answers that I could then build upon to arrive at new ideas, but also a type of assessment that my student was beginning to understand some of my learning objectives, which were to discuss the importance of handcrafted, unique items. And in terms of the sociocultural theory application in my teaching video, we discuss cultural aspects of tearing rice paper, and it was in the context that we both know, which would be a artist and musician milieu in Los Angeles, and at times we were also discussing money, simple business and finance techniques, and discussing, even to some degree, when we talked about how much $40 could buy, inflation. That is a sociocultural theory being applied in that it relates to our immediate environment and using funds of knowledge, in this case my students' knowledge of art practices and money-making practices in the context that we find ourselves both in here in Los Angeles. I found overall, I enjoyed watching myself teaching my student, and the fact that we're friends gave it a lighthearted quality and a humorous quality I enjoyed. Um, at the same time, the weaknesses would be that my humor sometimes spilled over into sarcasm, and sarcasm would be too negative to use as a tone in a classroom, in a real life classroom situation. One of my learning objectives was to incorporate the importance of printmaking, very simple type of printmaking, as a money-making scheme. But the limitation of making this video would be that I did not have time to actually do a printmaking lesson. So perhaps some of the printmaking concepts were vague, although I do think that the basic core element of printmaking in its simplest, most primitive form was conveyed. Looking back at the video, I could see at times that my student might have seemed bored by the simplistic nature of the questions, and that I may have been guilty of lecturing at certain points and not really truly applying a constructivist approach where we were doing more hands-on things. I found myself at times simply conveying information and talking too much. Beautiful video. I hope you enjoyed it. Ciao for now.